It's way up there. Pumped out. It's the Hustle God run. You already know. That money up.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Yo, and this is MyhellofalifeTV. Today I'm joined with Sess 45.
What's good with it, man? You already know the full nickel in the building.
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be here, man. Like I was telling you off camera, man, I've been trying to make this one happen for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'll be running into you at different places, you know what I'm saying? But we finally sitting down, get it popping, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you know, it's a long time, you know, coming like you say, you know, you got to get Sess 45 on one of the interviews, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Legendary shit. And we about to get right into it.
Yeah, definitely legendary shit, and thank you for letting us come through it to the store. And you know what I'm saying, your store is a staple in New Orleans, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying, I believe in many people's opinions, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, you know, we've been here 12 years, nothing but fire record store, 1840 North Claiborne, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we actually, you know, was the first record store to open up since Katrina, once Katrina hit, you know what I'm saying? So before Peaches rebuilt, before Tower, Odyssey,
right,
before Best Buy, you know, right here, nothing but fire. We were the first ones in 2007, and you know, hit the ground running. You know, 12 years later, you know, we still here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, use the Soldier Slim mural, you know,
right,
to take pictures and stuff. You know, that's one of the landmarks in the city. And so, you know, we just blessed and honored that the people still supporting, you know, and we still here.
Right. You beat me to that. That was the next question I was gonna ask. Actually, was that mural, that Soldier Slim mural.
Yeah.
Did you know how impactful that was gonna be as far as the people in the city and people who visit New Orleans don't want to take pictures there?
Well, you know, honestly, it was here before we got here. Like my dude Kendrick out of Florida, Kendrell out of Florida Project, he had this was a t-shirt shop. You know what I'm saying? And he got Jessica Strahan, was a female artist or whatever, and she painted a Soldier Slim on there, and it just was dope. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when we got the building or whatever, it was like, man, you know, you already got Slim on that thing, you know what I'm saying, you know, and we just, you know, put our business, nothing but fire records on the top or whatever, and just continued it. Like you don't mess with, you know, some legendary stuff, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, but that's, you know, when people hear nothing but fire records, or we telling people where we at, you know, we just like, you know, by the building with the Soldier Slim on the side, they know where it's at,
stand
you
up.
know, yeah, and it's magic.
Right. And like you say, that stands out. Everybody know that. I see you got the Hsutle God also on the side of the building. You got that painted.
Yeah.
And I feel like people automatically, if they know you behind it or not, people know that brand. People know your name as a brand. People know Nothing But Fire Records as a brand. So that speaks to who you are as far as how good you are at marketing.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about the importance of marketing your brand and how far that could take you?
Yeah, well, you know, marketing, I just learned it. Like, I didn't go to school for none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just learned it from, like, my predecessors, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Master P and No Limit and Cash Money, you know, Baby and Chuck with Big Boy Records and, like, you know, Take 4 Records, like everybody who came before me from the music side, and then just looking at just all of the giants, you know, like Coca-Cola and McDonald's and all of them. I looked at how they branded, I looked at how they had their logo everywhere, and you knew what the company was, the brand was, without hearing or seeing the name. If you just see the Cash Money symbol, you know that's Cash Money. And it was, you know, just geniuses, like, you know, giving all the homeless people and everybody on the street, you know, their Cash Money shirts and the Big Boy shirts, you know, like I just remember seeing that stuff growing up. So when, you know, I started my own company, you know what I'm saying, Nothing But Fire Records, I made sure I had a logo that just stood out, you know, so the flames, anytime you see them flames, you know what it is. And the same with the Hsutle God with my clothing line, you know, like I made sure I got something that was important, you know, to me, and something that just stood out and was original. And, you know, marketing, like, you just got to make sure you put it everywhere, and that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with artists, with myself or any artist that I'm affiliated with, like, I know about building brands, so I know making, you know, the name synonymous with the face and the music or whatever. So, you know, that's what we do. We build brands and we make them big, and we understand we in competition with all the bigger brands. And so using that logic, you know, it's just been effective, you know, just working over and over and making sure we market like that.
Right. So with that being said, in the marketing, Do you believe that's what speaks for your longevity in the game? How long you've been active, still making music now, 10 plus years?
Yeah, I think just being consistent, like being consistent is one of the main factors that I have. Like some people take off like by me having a store, by me doing this, like this what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like entertainment wise, I don't have no like day job where I'm doing some other stuff. Like every day I'm doing music, I'm doing entertainment stuff. So it allows me that avenue, and then the relationship that I built over the years. So like off camera we just was talking about going to Atlanta this weekend, you know what I'm saying? Like I travel a lot, so I build relationships with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So like just yesterday me and K Michelle, we texting back and forth, laughing and shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because of just relationships, booking people, making sure they have a good time. And then using those favors, you know what I'm saying, for my advantage. So just I think, like I said, just being consistent, using my relationships, and always having good music, you know what I'm saying? As long as you got good music first, like everything else will follow. So I always invest in myself also. So like a lot of people don't spend no money, in they self, you know what I'm saying? So I have no problem buying commercials and promoting Nothing But Fire Records, or Sess 45, or pumping what we doing. I don't have no problem buying posters, CDs, flash drives, whatever it is, investing in new artwork and new technology, you know what I'm saying? So motion graphics and whatever it is, I'm always into that. So, whether the game shift to, Spotify's and playlists and all this stuff, I'm always investing in that stuff because I know I'm gonna get a return on it. But, you gotta stay in those lanes or whatever as the game shifts and changes. So if you like just stuck on however the old way was, and you're not adaptable or whatever, but still keeping your true identity of who you are, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna get lost, you know what I'm saying? So like I make sure I'm able to adapt, but like I'm not switching my flow or my style or whatever, you see what I'm saying? Like I'm still the same Sess 45 in terms of flow. Like I'm not rapping like this one or that or whatever. I'm still me, but I'm also, like I said, just adapting to the game and where it's at, especially from a technology standpoint. Right.
And you saying that sparks this question in my head, right? Because I hear some older people who in the game, rappers, singers, they're not willing to change to the new form of promoting and formatting, as far as how you market yourself, knowing that okay, this is what people are looking for now, putting out the way you dress up a single and promote it. Why do you think some people are so stuck in the old ways and not willing to change?
Well, I think some people, it worked for them, when they was doing it the old way, and they think, well, look, this worked for me, I'm gonna stick to what worked or whatever, and they may not understand like the new way of how things are going. And if you don't understand it, you don't research it, you don't study it, you don't see why people are doing it this way, then you don't understand the benefits of it. And I think that's what separate great people and great companies. And so like I think from a CEO standpoint, also, so from Nothing But Fire Records as a company, like I'm competing with Def Jam and Rockefeller and whoever in the game, like I'm competing with those people, you know what I'm saying? So like even a title in the iTunes, I feel like we all in competition because we trying to get streamings and streaming platforms and all that eventually whatever. So like when you position yourself and you look at yourself in that manner, you're not just looking from an artist standpoint, this business, and then like you're gonna look at, well, damn, these people getting billions and trillions of streams. That's money. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't into the money, the new money, then you losing. Like like I got CDs in my store, and I understand the difference between a CD and a download and a stream. And for folks that don't understand it, it's like, okay, the old way we was rocking, we'll sell a CD for $10, $20, and we'll get that one payment, and they'll play that CD for a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and we won't get no more money off that. But streaming, you could download it, stream it today, stream it for 2 years, 5 years. We get money every time you stream it.
Right.
And that's the difference in the new wave and the new technology. And if you don't understand how important that streaming money is, then you're going to be stuck and you're going to miss, you know, your mark. You're going to miss the bag. You know what I'm saying? That streaming bag is the wave, fellas, ladies. So, you know, you got to get on it, you know?
Yeah, so talk about streaming. You got the new single out, The Money Up.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? How that Money Up being received out there so far?
Man, you know, Money Up, a lot of people, you know, they understand, like, you know, for me, it's motivation, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you grinding, you trying to get your money up, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is for me. It's for the people who hustling, whether you got a 9 to 5, whether you know, got your own company, whether you in the streets, whatever it is, if you hustling to get your money up and you trying to stack, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the purpose of it. It's about stacking, it's about motivating. This song, like, you know, we exercising, we running, we pumping it, my money up, my money up, my money up, up, up. I got my run. I got my run. So it's about motivating people to get their money up, keep your money up, and man, everybody been messing with it, you know, super tough, super heavy. Like my whole promo game with it, you know, like I've been going to clubs, I've been in the streets, I've been doing concerts here, there, you know, everywhere, and just spread my wings. Like I said, I did the motion graphics on it, you know, I invested in that, whatever, and blogs and streaming campaigns and radio, and we actually just launching. Like everything I did was soft, so I just like used all my relationships and I went to the clubs and everything myself, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you know, but now they about to see the real campaign. You know, next month we gonna do the video, so you gonna see all of this stuff, you know, for, you know, the whole 2019, just money up everywhere, you know. So that's my thing. I didn't want to just start dumping a whole lot of money into it out the gate. I just wanted to go organically, work the record, work the single. And some people, you know, it's like keywords that niggas use that people don't understand. I'm working the single. Like, you know, if you niggas don't know about working a single, you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure people have this record. I'm making sure this DJ have it on the West Bank, the East Bank, Gramercy, you know, Homer, Thibodeau, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Lake Charles, Alexandria, Shreveport. Like, I'm working this record for it to have the success it's gonna have in the future. But you know, people just put out records and think it's gonna magically
they just put it out, you know, and boom, exactly.
You gotta work it, but money up, man. This shit about to go all the way to the top, man. Y'all get ready.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been streaming for a little bit. I actually would listen to it on the way over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. I get into the mind frame of the artist before I pull up on them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Black and Mild produced that thing, man. Like, I actually, when the Money Up record came from a trip. I went to Miami, man, for Lil Wayne. Like right when Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 5 or whatever, we went out there for the BET Awards, and that was last year. And you know, Black and Mild just dropped the 2 records with Drake, whatever. You heard me, and you know, he produced like 90% of my music. You know what I'm saying? And so coming from him doing this Diamond project with Drake, you heard me, and like I just was inspired when I went to Miami and I saw Wayne, you know, cut up and live on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, they played this man's song for like 40 minutes straight in a club. And like I said, man, I just was inspired. I'm like, man, when I come back, you know, I'm about to make me an anthem like that, you know. And it was the record with Swiss Beats, whatever that record is, or whatever, with Drake, with Wayne. And man, like I said, man, I just said, man, I'm about to, and what I did also, I put one of our local artists on it, so a lot of people, like I could get a feature from whoever I want, or whatever, you heard me, but I put one of our artists on it to help brand. I pump my records, like, so if they know a Sess 45 single, you know what I'm saying, you know you're gonna hear it, you know, every day, all day, wherever, you know what I'm saying. So, but I just wanted to help us, and I'm gonna do a lot more of that too, like just embracing, you know, some of the local up and coming artists and putting them out there and giving them a spotlight, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask next is you know, how do you choose the artists that you decide to work with? Like what is it that make you say, okay, I'm gonna do a track with this person, or I'm gonna get behind and help this person, you know? Because it seems like you do some mentoring on the slick with like younger artists, is from what I've been noticing.
Yeah, well, you know, like some of the stuff just be organic. Like on my single Money Up, I got The Year the Real, young Chris. You know, he featured on the record, and we've done a few records before. And like I helped the 8-9 boys in their career or whatever, and he was a product of, you know, that whole 8-9 boys, you know, era or whatever. And we've been had a relationship or whatever. And he doing good music. He got his own project, The Year the Real. He got a few other projects that's coming out. And you know, like dude, he real nice and he grinding. And I said, you know, like this would be a good opportunity to help put him, you know, on a bigger platform from what he doing, and then help catapult his career and, you know, everything that he trying to do also. Before as, you know, other artists, like people just reach out to me, they DM me. Like I'm not one of them artists, you know, CEOs that don't answer their DMs, you know, withholding, you know, information and stuff like that. You know, I'm trying to help people. So, you know, if they ask me for advice or whatever, you know, if it's something I could do, you know, I'm gonna help you. Certain people got good music, some people don't, but you know, I'm gonna still just try my best, you know, to help people. And then some people, you know, have money to fund their campaign or whatever, you heard me? So the people who got money and they can afford to fund their campaign, I help them out a little more than the people who can't afford it, because like this game, it take a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you can't pay for PR, you know, publicists and, you know, different people that you got to have on your team to be successful on a bigger scale, you know, it's just not gonna work. And a lot of people, you know, they want to do it, but they budget ain't right, their money ain't right. And so if your money ain't right, you're only gonna get so far. So, you know, all you can get is advice. You know. It's a bunch of steps. It's a bunch of steps that go past the advice, you know. But that shit costs money, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Because I actually, you know, since I've been doing this, doing the interviews and meeting different artists, you could tell the people who willing to put money behind themselves, and the people that don't want to spend a dime,
right? And
then they complain about I'm not getting nowhere. Why nobody hearing my stuff? But you know, so I was gonna ask you, as a New Orleans artist, and just like some advice to other artists that may be watching this, how important is it you feel that right now you gotta go and market yourself outside of just the city of New Orleans?
Yeah, like that's the main thing you have to do. You gotta establish yourself in the city, but you gotta go to other cities, because those are the people that's gonna pay you the money. Like whatever city you from, they not gonna really pay you that bag, you know what I'm saying, unless you living in big markets like, you know, Atlanta, New York, and you establish yourself, you know, on a bigger, you know, level like that. But like I go to these other cities because they the ones gonna pay us, because we from somewhere else. Right. So if you from somewhere else, they treat you like royalty. They treat you better than the hometown cats. The people here, if they see you every day, they see you every week, or they can see you damn near whenever, they're not gonna treat you like, okay, that's somebody or whatever. But if somebody come in town from, you know, somewhere else, they gonna treat them like, you know, they royalty, because they don't see them that often. Right. And so like it's just important to network with club owners, DJs, promoters, you know, other artists, you know, photographers, you know, whoever you can in these other markets, in these other cities. Get your music to them other markets and cities and get them to play it, create a wave, you know, out there. Just go out there constantly and make sure you beat up the streets out there like you would do in your own city. And then, you know, hopefully if one of your records pick up, you know, they booking you in that city and you make some money and you coming back and get you another check. So man, that's super important to go out and travel, because, you know, especially if I use New Orleans, man, New Orleans ain't gonna give you no more than $500. But these other cities, man, they gonna give you thousands, man. Right. You just gotta go out there and work. And
why you think it's solely because we a small market city that you can't like get big bags of money here, like doing promotion? I mean, not just promotion, but like, why is it you feel like the DJs in New Orleans or the radio stations or whatever it may be, it don't seem like we have an entertainment industry where it's like we pushing people to the forefront? You know what I'm saying? Why you feel it's?
I think one, like just poverty, you know, like we living in poverty, you know, still, like, you know what I'm saying, like people, still making $8 an hour, $6 an hour, you know,
Right.
less than $10 an hour. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got a $12, $15 hour job, you know, like it's kind of rare. You know what I'm saying? So it's not enough money, you know, being spread around where people can live and stack and save or whatever, and those dollars that they don't make, it don't trickle to everybody else. But when you in the market and you in the city where people making $15 an hour, $20 an hour, $30 an hour in abundance, you know what I'm saying? You can afford to pay for a $40 ticket, you know, a $50, $30 ticket for, you know, whatever, and it's, you know, people not really tripping. But here, you know what I'm saying, like, you got to do a lot of stuff free just to get the crowd in there. Ladies free to 12, this free, that free, just to get people in there. And so if the promoters or the club owners can't make no money, they can't really pay the money, like talking about it or whatever. You heard me now. You know, people gonna pay for what they want, no doubt, but you only gonna get it like once every 2 months or once whenever, where you can charge $70, $80 for a show or whatever. And you know, I think that's just the reality of it until the city as a whole, like, we get a living wage where people making money and they can stack, and you know, you can have frivolous money or whatever. You know, it's just gonna be the same way.
Right. Well, you know, I want to, since we are talking about the city of New Orleans and the living conditions and all that other stuff, I've noticed, I think since Katrina, that's when I started paying attention, that I will see you occasionally. You done been to city hall meetings, you do back to school drives, you doing summer camps like you were saying. You just seem to do a lot of things in the communities of New Orleans. Can you speak a little bit on why that's so important to you to give back and be a part of the positivity going on in the city?
Well, you know, I'm just a black man from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just faced all the adversities, you know, that New Orleans got, you know what I'm saying? Police brutality, you know what I'm saying? Just the criminal injustice system, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, just living here, just, you know, the poverty, all the we poor, you know what I'm saying here, you know what I'm saying? So, just the racial profiling, like, how things happen, the gentrification, you know, in the city, like, just witnessing all this stuff and having an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, like, and taking an opportunity, because, you know, going to City Hall or going to this event or this program or whatever, I only go if I got time. So if somebody called me and say, hey man, they got a meeting, I want you to come, it's just like if somebody say, hey, I got a concert, I want you to come. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in that aspect. So it's, for me, it's not nothing, you know, extraordinary. But if people see me because I done built the name and they know, okay, I'm Sess 45. So if they see me at City Hall, they like, okay, man, Sess went to this, he went to that. Nah, I just had time because they done called me and like, hey, they got something going on, but like, I'm busy, I got something, you know, to do, so I can't go or whatever. And certain people not gonna take that time to go to this homeless, feed the homeless thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so that's really what it is. If we want to see us better and our kids better, you know, you're gonna participate and put that time in, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing that we had to offer, our time.
Well, I just want to say personally, from me to you, dog, I respect the hell out of that, because I feel like you say, it might just be, you know, you just taking your time out, but I feel like somebody like yourself who then develop a name and people know your face, if they don't even know your name, which is rare, but they know your face, they're like, okay, well, he taking time on his schedule to go do this, do that. I think that influences other people, adults, younger kids, maybe some teenage kids, to be like, man, look, it is cool to stand up for your community and go do things. So I just want to say that, to me, I respect it. You know
Thank you, brother. And really, you know, you got to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my brother, Young Sino, you know what I'm saying? We put our life on the line for the projects when they was tearing down the projects and stuff like that. And, you know, like, we go hard. Like, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't fear no man walking the face of this earth. And, like, we got to be able to, you know, stand up to the police or whoever. Like, that's what I don't want us to be, you know, fearful, because you could get shot, you could get killed, you could get tased, you could get beat, or whatever, but you could lose your life in a car accident or whatever, and if you choose not to say something about what's going on that affect you or affect us or whatever, and you miss the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, it's like it could still happen to your kids, it could happen to somebody that you love, and then you're gonna be like, man, I should have, you know, said something, I should have stood up and stood out. And so, man, like, we just gotta, as a community, as black men first, you know, stand up and represent and take the roles instead of letting these women, you know, they've been stepping up and we've been stepping back. So I think, you know, it's time for us to step up and be the face and not be so silent, you know, as we have in the, you know, past, you know, 10, 20 years. You know?
Right. I respect that, definitely. We'll change the pace a little bit, right? I want to ask you, like you say, you didn't develop great relationships throughout the music industry, you know what I'm saying, with different artists, executives, all type of people, DJs. Can you just talk about, like we talked about the longevity, can you talk about the part of why is that so important to have those type of relationships, to develop relationships in the music industry and basically be accountable, like a man of your word? People know when they come to New Orleans, I see major artists always check in with you. You know what I'm saying? Can you talk about that?
Well, it's relationships is the number one, you know, key to this game. Like, because relationships get you places where money won't. You know what I'm saying? And like, and when you understand like the value of a relationship, you'll take it more serious. So like, you know, just like starting with the local relationships. So, you know, my Slab One, you know, my Wild Wayne relationships, you know, my whoever, like I treat everybody, you know, with respect from the top of the chain to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna treat the janitor the same way as I'm gonna treat the CEO of the company, and I'm gonna build a relationship with the janitor, the clerk, the secretary, whoever, because people don't realize, like, if you shit on somebody, right, and the owner not there, and you go there and you need something or whatever, but you know you done shitted on the people who there, they not gonna fuck with you. But like, if the owner of the building ain't there and I fuck with the janitor, he got the keys to all the building. Everybody go in any room I need to get in. You hear me? Because I fuck with this nigga, I'm gonna get in there and handle my business. And I always had that mind frame and that mindset, and just doing all those different things, like with, you know, Q93, when I was trying to build a name and make Sess 45 name be what it is now. Like, I would follow all of the live remotes, and wherever they broadcasting live at, they at, you know, Caesar, they at Lamarck Ford, they at wherever. I'm going over there and I'm trying to get on the radio and be like, hey, yeah, man, it's Sess 45, the number one song, whatever, you know, whatever. So I did that till I became the person. When they was there, they remember my face and they'll be like, Sess, come get on right quick. You feel me? And so I became who I was trying to do, it also from me grinding and pumping my music and selling my music and building these records or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So the same thing I did, you know, when I took to going to other cities, the core DJ retreats. I'm going to the one in Atlanta, I'm going to the one in Miami, I'm going to the one in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? If we take a trip to New York, we going to network with everybody who out there. If we go wherever we go, you know, I'm going to build relationships. And then when I see Yo Gotti at the BET Awards, and then when he come to New Orleans, he going to see me again. It's just, you know, we dapping off, then he might don't know who I am at that time, but you keep seeing, you're like, damn, I just saw dude over here, I just saw dude over there. And so the relationships just, you know, started to grow and build, and, you know, just being genuine, you know what I'm saying, and we networking, and I have a dream to have one of the biggest record labels in the world, so I'm pursuing that, and that's why I say every day I'm doing something to get to those goals, but I'm using those relationships. So, and I got a stove, so when people come here or whatever, if they're out of town, it's like I ain't just, you know, the dude who rapping, I don't have nothing to offer them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, come put your music in my stove. Come put your merch in here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like,
meet and greet, all that type of stuff.
So that's what I get. I get the people who look, hey, we got a show in Houston, and we got a date open. You know what I'm saying? You got some clubs in New Orleans? You fucking right. Yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, say Club Live, say Republic, say House of Blues, whoever. Hey, look, I got such and such. We want to do a date, and so we booked the show, and that come from the relationship. So, and a lot of that stuff, it ain't money. It's treating somebody right. You know what I'm saying? You treat me. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to Austin, South by Southwest, man, we steady network, we steady building, and so that's how our brands get bigger and we stay consistent because we fucking with these people, you know, outside of New Orleans. And so when you see me with them, you know what I'm saying, some of them I know, some of them I don't, but I'm networking with them too. Create that bond, create that relationship for all the future stuff that we gonna do. And I think that's what a lot of people, if they plan for 6 months down the line, a year down the line, they're gonna be a whole lot better. Like we in the 7th month of, you know, 2019, but shit, I'm already in 2020. So y'all got a lot of catching up with these fellas, you hear me? Y'all gotta catch up. I'm in 2020. Yeah, let's get it. You hear me?
Yeah, back to the future. Yeah.
Try to tell you, you hear me? We working, brother.
Yeah, but so I want to ask you why I got you here. You know, you definitely one of the people that's at the forefront of this. So, do you see in the near future there being another star, record label, or somebody or something that come out of the city that people say, okay, that was the next breakthrough after the Cash Money No Limit era?
Well, I think we already got that. We got currency. You know what I'm saying? Like currency is huge. You know, I think we don't, you know, acknowledge currency enough or whatever. But man, you know, Spitter salutes.
Yeah, he a real businessman too. That's what I respect the most.
Man, you know, and he opening up businesses and he opening up lanes for folks. But man, like New Orleans on fire right now, so we gotta acknowledge like the people that's winning. Like I said with Black and Mild or whatever in production. You know what I'm saying? This man doing beats with some major people for what records that's about to come out. And if you see all the, you know, the trends with G-Eazy, you know what I'm saying, and you know Cardi B and the
City Girls,
and like everybody who using, you know, our beats and our music, you gotta acknowledge that okay, they using this music for a reason. Like Chris Brown just, you know, dropped the record, and then the other producer dropped the record, you know what I'm saying, with the same, you know,
everybody keep using that chopper style too.
You know what I'm saying? So like we on fire. I think we got a wave even with movies and everything. So from, you know, I got the Hook Up and Jason Mitchell, you know, and you know the Pelicans with the #1 pick. You know what I'm saying? The Saints, you know, like New Orleans got a strong wave even with entertainment, food.
Yeah, because the other night we was talking, we was at the Shotty Feel Good.
Shotty Feel, the comedian. Like, so everybody in different lanes is just winning, and it's all gonna come full circle in a minute or whatever. But we all gotta keep doing what we doing, keep working, and you know, like Nati, super strong, you know, with her fan base, kids, you know, still pumping, you know, like a lot of people who just grinding and working, like, you know, they right there, you know, they just need the city to get behind them and give them that extra push, you know. So Sess 45, y'all definitely about to see me catapult, you know, into the industry on a major level, international T, you know what I'm saying? He pumping, he about to, you know, strike, you know what I'm saying, with a real big situation, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know Shorty World, you know what I'm saying? We did a lot of work with him.
Yeah, shout out Shorty.
Yeah, you know, so like New Orleans got some major stuff that's coming, you know what I'm saying? So 2019, y'all got to pay attention. And 2020, like I think 2020 gonna be the year New Orleans really, you know, put their foot in.
I truly believe that too, man. Cause like you say, to me, it's not just like we was talking. It's not just the music. It's so many things happening. I feel like in the city as far as like right here next door, you got Tasty Treat. Like I see like different restaurants and stuff. Right. More black entrepreneurs popping up. Larry Morrow. Right. Your clothing line, Hsutle God. There's other clothing lines that's getting a lot of attention coming out of the city. Right. And so yeah, I really do believe what you're saying that New Orleans is on. Like
if you see Rob Pazzi and Mario P and
right, definitely.
All them just jumped in. Hook Up too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was huge. And then just relationships. So like P-Town Mo from the movie, he connected with Fat Boy SSC.
Right,
and then now they doing comedy and stuff together. Like that's what we at. If we saw Larry Morrow for the whole Essence, you know, he just, you know, bubbled up the restaurant. We got Mona Lisa uptown. We got the Association Bar across the street. We got the Hangover, you know, down the street. So everybody doing business, getting bigger. Like even Irv Gotti brother, Chris Gotti brother was rocking my Hsutle God gear on the podcast with, you know, that he doing. And like, you know, that's one of the the things that I do, I network. So, you know, from Trap Beckham to Young G's and all these different people rocking my gift, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's gonna be through the roof, you know, in the future. So we just gotta keep working, keep pumping, keep being consistent, and New Orleans gonna be back on top. But I know Sess 45 gonna still be in the forefront. Like I said, I just stay consistent, man. Just stay consistent. You know, everybody try to shoot to the top, you know, like I'm just riding my wave that I'm building or whatever. Some people fall off, but I still be consistent and just riding and, you know, ascending. And, you know, they gonna see me at the top and be like, damn, that shit an overnight success. But nah, nigga.
Nah, you've been grinding. That definitely, man. You've been a name. You've been a name that, without a doubt, no matter what era or what was going on, for me, at least for the, like I said, the last 10, 15 years, I've always heard your name in the mix with something, and being a part of something. So, you know, what the kids say, no cap here. No cap. He definitely is the hustle God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let everybody know, you know, let them know the address of this place if they haven't been here, and how they can stay in touch with you, and what more projects you letting out for the rest of the year.
Okay, so yeah, Sess 45, y'all already know what it is. Y'all can hit me on the gram at SESS45. You know what I'm saying? Download my new single. It's called Money Up, featuring the Year the Real. Is on all the platforms. Everywhere you buy music, you can stream it, download it, or whatever. That's from my upcoming album called Hsutle God, coming out at the beginning of 2020. You know what I'm saying? I got a new single also that's gonna be dropping soon. We just shot a video called Fine Thing, whatever. My dude Sun Production, he shot that thing. But we also shooting the Money Up record next month, and then we shooting 2 movies also. One gonna be in August, and then the next one gonna be in September. So y'all look out for the movies, because we tapping into all areas. Y'all already know we gonna stay doing the shows, we doing tours and all that stuff too. But Nothing But Fire Record Store, 1840 North Claiborne. That's the #1 spot in the city. You know what I'm saying? We pressing up your CDs, we doing your posters, your artwork, your t-shirts, whatever it is you need. Come over here, 1840 North Claiborne. We gonna take care of you. You need info, you trying to get in the game, you trying to get on the radio, you trying to get out of town, holla at the dude. I'm gonna connect the dots for you. Sess 45, the Hsutle God. That's why they call me Hsutle God. Let's get it.
Yeah, believe it.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you sitting down with us today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all love. It's MyhellofalifeTV, Sess 45, Hsutle God.
Hey.